Well,
Oh, that was
nice. Nice.
That was
Did
my
you hear mommy
thighs
fart?
rubbing
Did you
together.
hear mommy fart? Welcome to our YouTube channel. Hey, I'm Mario Lopez. This is my wife, Courtney Lopez, and this is the story of how we met.
Mario and I met in 2008 in a Broadway show, A Chorus Line in New York, and I remember it exactly. I met him on stage left, Wing 1, right before the show started. I even remember what I was wearing, strangely enough.
You weren't in costume, or you weren't like in?
No, because I had just come from another show, so I had a
That's
couple
right,
days
that's
to
right.
watch before I
That's
went
right.
in.
And so we met. I remember. I go, oh, you know, she's cute.
I was a lot younger then.
Yeah.
A lot less
And
wrinkles.
so was I. And so I forgot exactly what I said, but I just try to kind of make small talk. And then I saw her perform, and she, you know, she sings and dances, and it's like really talented, which is really attractive. And then I just kind of liked her look too, so that all that made it really attractive. And then she was like, not trying to give me any time or show me any love. So like she wasn't tripping, that was her game. So then
He thinks it was a game. He's just not used to somebody saying, "I'm not interested."
So she just wasn't. She tries to act like she wasn't tripping, but
Why wasn't? Not at first. I had to get to know you.
whatever. So then, it took me a while to kind of
Get me to go out.
to finally get her to go out with me. But she was pretty kind of curt and not rude, but kind of not showing me, you know, not giving me any love at all. So for like a couple months. So of course it made me want to like go out with her more. We finally had the first date, and then I was running a little late, and then she blew me off. So we didn't even go on the first date. And then, so that's we rescheduled like a while back, and then she didn't even come over herself. She brought like her gay best friend.
Everybody needs a gay best friend.
So it was like a group date, which is cool because I like to work with that. Because then I was like, all right, you know, charm the homie too. And then, that way he can go back and say, he's awesome, I love that guy.
But to be fair,
And that's what happened.
You knew Nick,
Drop the mic.
charmed the homie. He knew Nick prior to the date, so Nick already knew you.
Right, but still. So then, you know, we were in New York, and we didn't try to do the long distance thing because it was only a couple months left until I had to come back to LA. And then we just thought we were going to enjoy each other's time while we were there. And okay, you know, it was cool while it happened, and we were going to try to make anything of it. She was still kind of dating someone too, but they were kind of like not in the best circumstances. All girls are always kind of dating someone. They kind of like, they're always in some element of a relationship, you know. They're always, especially pretty girls, are always sought after, so they're always kind of either ending this one or right, you know.
I was ending something with somebody else, and I just looked.
Case in point.
Well, my life, my relationship, but you know, I kind of just didn't think that it would go anywhere. So I just basically used it as a catalyst to get out of what I was in.
Well, thanks.
Well, I didn't, you know, have pipe dreams. I didn't know what you were gonna do, or you were.
Well, yeah,
coming back to
I mean, you
LA
can't get
and-
farther than New York and LA, right?
Yeah,
so we were
so-
gonna try to, but for like the last 3 months that I was there, then we hung out all the time, and then we just enjoyed each other's time while we were.
Yeah, I was just being
there.
realistic. I wasn't, you know,
Yeah, so then when I came
asking
out,
you to put a ring on it. Then I only had Mondays off, so every 2 weeks I would fly out after my matinee. I think the 6 o'clock flight on Sunday. I wouldn't get here until 1 in the morning, and then I'd be up at 4 a.m. Tuesday morning to get back for my 7 o'clock show Tuesday night. So I was only here 24 hours, and we did that for
that's
about.
love right there. But we didn't do that right away. It was like it took a while. We did the Skype thing, and then I started really missing her, and I was like, hey, if I fly you out, will you come? And because I had to stay, I was working, and then she
Did that
started
for a
doing
while.
that for a while, which was really taxing on her, and I appreciate it. And then you weren't happy with the show.
Well, it wasn't that I wasn't happy with the show. It's just as a performer, I had.
Yeah, well, she wasn't. Yeah.
Now having kids, what I would give to have Gia see me being the Little Mermaid. You know, I appreciate it a lot more now being a mother. But as a performer, that was, you know, just a show that I felt like gave me a paycheck.
Yeah, I shouldn't say that. Yeah, so
Yeah,
it's
I
just,
don't
but it just, so we were going the back and forth, and then I started to miss her, and it was around the summertime. I said, hey, would you?
New Year's. Close enough.
Wasn't it? No, it wasn't.
Yes, it was New Year's.
Oh God, you're good at dates. I thought it was summer. Whatever.
Because I moved here in March.
Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. New Year's, summer, doesn't matter. At some point, I asked her, do you want to come out and stay for like a few weeks or for a month? You know, take a little break, because she was gonna not do the show, and then she did, and then that time went by like that, and then I said, well, I really don't want you to leave. I said,
Do you want to have a baby?
no, I didn't say that. I said, I really don't want you to leave. I said, look, and so I proposed. I said, let me take care of your apartment for like the next few months. No strings attached. If you're not happy here at all, then you can take off whenever you want, but let me take care of it, and then you might like it, and I don't want you to leave. So would you consider that? And she took me up on it, and then after like the 3 months, I didn't want her to leave again. And I said, are you happy? Do you want to stay? But none of this was like planned. It all just kind of
It was weird
happened.
because immediately right when I moved here temporarily from New York and I moved into his home, it felt like our home. He never, I moved in and he never made me feel like I was just staying there. Everything for us just was so natural and so easy that sometimes it felt too good to be true.
Yeah, I didn't. It was weird because it was like a Jedi mind trick. I didn't even know what I was doing in that.
Yep.
Next thing I know. The main thing was I was at the right place in my life as an individual. You know, had I met her 5-6 years prior, I probably would have messed it up and it wouldn't have worked out. So I really believe it is about the right time in your life. You can have the most amazing person, the right person, but if you're not right with yourself or where you need to be, then you're just gonna mess it up. So a lot of things gotta align. Gotta be the right person, it's gotta be the right time for you, and fortunately, for me, that was the case, so it worked out.
I completely agree with you.
I mean, there's many things I love about my wife, but one of the things that really attracted me to her initially, and it still does to this day, is that she's funny, and she busts my chops, and she's quick-witted and sharp, and most of the time I'm feeling like Chris Rock in the relationship, but she's pretty funny. We laugh a lot, and I think laughing is extremely healthy and vital to the success of any relationship. And I'd never really had that before, and it keeps it fun and funny. But aside from that, she's an amazing mother and a great wife, and I feel very blessed that she came along in my life when she did. Besides
him looking the way he does from head to toe, it's not what I fell in love with, ironically. I fell in love with his charm and his heart, and he's just an incredible person, and you can tell immediately if they're going to be a good father or not. And after I met his mom and his dad and his sister, I knew immediately that it was a family that I would want to be in with, and they like me, thank God.
That's big, because
that would have been terrible.
Because if my mom and dad, my sister, almost more importantly, didn't sign off, then I probably would have tapped out right away. Because a lot of people like to introduce whoever they're dating to their parents once they're really they like them and they're involved. But I like to do it right away, because I like to get the blessing right away. And because if my mom and dad or my sister don't like you, then I don't want to swim.
Your dad likes everyone.
Well, that's true, but mainly my sister and my mom. Then that's swimming upstream, and that's relationships are complicated enough. I don't want to be fighting if my sister or my mom don't like you, because they're not going anywhere, and I respect their opinion. And fortunately, they loved her. But I'm just saying, if they didn't, we probably wouldn't be here. You're always kind of growing as an individual, and you're continuously learning about yourself too. So I think you take the time to figure yourself out and try to be the best version of yourself before you're ready to partner with someone else, and make sure that time is right. So you won't let yourself down and that other person.
I think one thing that I've learned, and I'm still continuing to learn, is my big thing is picking and choosing my battles that I want to battle, because before...
Well, that's good once you're married, yes.
Well, yeah, but I think at the beginning, anything that I didn't like or what upset me, you know, I would bring it to your attention. And sometimes, you know, you just don't need to, you pick and choose, because sometimes a little thing can turn into something huge when it, you know, shouldn't have been blown out of proportion like that. And so for me, I think about how he's going to react before I say something, and if it's something that I can fix on my own, I fix it on my own, and you know, it makes things a lot more peaceful. And
No, that's good advice.
maybe that's just me maturing, I don't know.
And I think you can't be afraid to say you're sorry and be accountable for if you mess up. I'm pretty good, right? Say,
Oh,
hey, you know
yeah.
what, I'm sorry, I was tired, or I didn't mean that. And so I try to.
And I know him so well, and he's so good at not bringing his stress from work home. And the very few times that it happens, I know him, and I know that it's, you know, stemming from something else and not us. And sometimes you just take out your stress and your, you know, aggression on the people that you love. But you know.
Yeah, but we're coming home, and you know, with her and with the kids, once I start hearing all the chaos, then it makes it all worthwhile, and so everything sort of alleviates.
So we hope you liked our story, and we hope you got some good advice, and we hope that you subscribe.